What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. I don't know why there's pauses in what I'm saying. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So, yesterday, we ended up getting the brand new Apex. Oh, yes, I finally get the yellow lights now. Yesterday, we ended up getting a brand new car pack into the game, the Apex Allstars car pack, which, in my opinion, is one of the best car packs that have ever been released on Forza, just in general. I'm gone. No, I'm not. In general, or just on Forza overall through their series, and it's just sick. It's so good. You get 7 cars, and they're all just straight up race cars like this. And again, I absolutely love it. I think it's just such a cool addition into the game. So yeah, this was the car that I made a video on yesterday, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at a different car from the car pack, and we'll have a quick look and see what's available here. However, I already know what the cars are going to be. So these are all the cars that are available in the car pack, if you guys haven't seen them yet. I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to take a look at the Lexus RCF GT3, because I had a couple of people in one of my previous videos, well, in yesterday's video, technically, say that it sounded amazing. So, well, let's see. Does it actually sound amazing? I don't know. I have loads of energy this morning, right? Just bear with me. Right, over to Lexus. Boom. Let's claim it. Let's buy it for free with delivery that's on it now. We'll have a quick little poke around. We'll have a little look what it looks like. Also, if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go and watch it. But basically, I take all these cars around an actual track in this game, like a player-made track, which is basically like a racetrack, and we try to see what sort of times it can get. So that's what I'm going to try to do with this car as well. So this is pretty much what this is like. Remove the bonnet. You'll be able to see, I'm gonna guess, a glorious V8 under there, because that's what this has naturally. Just normally this has a big old V8 in it. Oh, we could get rid of the boot lid as well. That's sick. That is very sick. Okay. This looks so good. It's so wide, man. And then again, the interior of all these cars is going to look very much the same, due to the fact that they're all GT3 cars. So, massive carbon fiber panels, just super easy, loads of buttons everywhere, and dials that you can press to turn. This one actually has like a wide wheel, like it's like it's got a yoke. It does actually have the round steering wheel like the Porsche did yesterday. I love it though. I love all these race cars. I think they it's such a good addition to the game. Again, with the yellow headlights. Again, man, it just there's something about the yellow headlights in GT3 cars, or in just race cars in general, that just looks so good. All right, let's take this out and drive it, and let's listen to what it sounds like. I'll shut up. That echo just got me. That is so good. It revs so quickly. That sounds so good. You guys were right. This does sound so good. What the hell? I want to bring it over into the tunnel area, so we'll try fast travel over to here real quick. I just want to listen to this. I'm even going to turn my own volume up just so I can hear it louder. Alright, one sec. Wow. That is not what I expected. It's genuinely not what I expected at all. This sounds unreal. It sounds so good. This has to be one of the best sounding V8s in this game, if not the best sounding V8 in this game. This is a top 5 best sounding car in this game. Oh my god, the interior! Genuinely did not expect that whatsoever. I know people were saying that this sounds good, but this sounds unbelievably good. I don't even know what to say. Right, I'm gonna bring it over on the track and race it and try to deal with time with it. So, it's called the Edel circuit or Edel circuit. For whatever reason, PG Editor's Choice just added it at the top for me. It's very coincidental that you just randomly put it here, because before, or yesterday, I had to scroll all the way to the right and go to my favorites, which I've already favorited this track, and I had to scroll across to the second page, but now it's at the top here. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. I don't know. Saves me from scrolling. Wow. Just completely unexpected. It's all. I also, like I said, turned my own volume up really loud, and it sounds unreal. I think I did the same thing in the video. Hopefully I did anyway. I'm not gonna touch anything on this car, so I'm gonna leave everything the exact way that it is, the same as it was for the Porsche. And yeah. So I'm not gonna adjust any of the air or anything like that, which is what people have been telling me in yesterday's video, which I realized obviously once I started doing stuff to the car, that the aero is actually set to minimum, or the downforce is set to minimum for my splitter and my wing. So yes, they can actually go faster around the corners if I adjust those prior to doing it, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I'm going to leave everything the same way, completely standard, and we'll see what sort of times they can put down. And then of course I'm going to go and molest these cars. Basically I'm just going to do stuff to them, as in like customize them and modify them and stuff like that. See what's available to do and what's available to change, and I'll get them to be even quicker. I guarantee you this is going to have the V10 swap from the LFA. I don't know if I want to do it though. It sounds so good. It's just a low burbly V8. It's not like a loud screaming V8 or anything like that. Let me res up to like 7.5k. This is a really good car, by the way. I mean, I think they're all going to be really good cars in terms of handling it. I think they're going to be quite similar to each other, because they're all just pretty much at the top of S1, bottom end of S2. Okay, we start off with 134.5. The Porsche, I think I did it the fastest in a 129 or something. Sure, I'll put it up on the screen anyway. Or I'll put it somewhere. It's either, if I forget to put it up on the screen, it'll be somewhere in the description box below, or in the pinned comment. But as these videos progress, I am going to pretty much make a whole list of these cars and which one's going to be the best or the fastest on this track. But again, every single one of these cars is super easy to drive. It's got like the perfect power to weight ratio and power to grip ratio. As in, like, I can like floor it out of any corner that I want and it's just perfectly gripping up. It accelerates spot on. You can still upset the balance of it and get it to slide a little bit, but overall, it's just a piece of cake to drive these things. It's just, they're so easy. So they're all really, really good cars to drive. It's just the fact that some of them may be a tiny bit quicker than others. Which is what I'm trying to find out here. At least stock, anyway. So once you modify them, once you change stuff on them, might be different. But just like the Porsche, I'm going to do the 5 laps. Go as fast as I possibly can for each one of them. I think progressively getting faster and faster. There's a 130.4. I think progressively getting faster and faster with each lap. So I guess we'll see you guys at the very end once I finish my 5 laps. And just on that, all the runs are completed. 7:39, I think. 129.619 is the fastest lap that I've done with this car, which isn't too bad. However, I think this puts it behind the Porsche by like half a second. So the Porsche, I think I got a 129 from what I'm seeing here on the other screen. 129.138, so the tiniest bit slower by like half a second. I don't know if that's due to my driving. It could be a little bit of driver error with driving this thing. But I think my laps were very consistent. I think I was still getting in the like high 29s, low 130s consistently. But I wasn't getting the low 129s, if that makes sense. Anyway, really good car still. Let's go see what we can do to it. So bring it over to the garage and see what's available to change on it and what it's like once we add a silly amount of power to it, because that's what matters in this game. You know what I mean? It's so loud even in here. 660 horsepower. If you do this, it'll jump up straight into S2 though. That's the thing. Yep, there it is. Different engines this time around. I'm kind of tempted to just add the V10 in this thing, but at the same time, I kind of want to just slap as much power as humanly possible in it. That's also something that I'm tempted with. So, I don't know which was better. I'm guessing the Racing V8 is going to give us like a silly amount of power, right? Is this going to be the most amount of power? Also, keep in mind that I want to keep this thing rear-wheel drive too. So, that's also something to consider. 988. My god. Thing is though, we can get this thing to have even better brakes and even weight reduction as well. Which is nuts. Everything else here is adjustable, so I'm not really gonna buy anything else. I don't see a reason to buy anything else. We can get slightly wider tires as well for the front and the rear. Acceleration hasn't really changed, or it's not going to. This one we can also change track width, which is a little weird. I don't know if we were able to do that with the Porsche, but this one we can. It just looks too good to change anything else on it, so I don't know if I really want to change anything else. We can get rid of turbo. I'm trying to see if I can squeeze it just to the top of S2, because that's kind of like a good place to try and see if I can like test cars out with, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking reducing the power would probably be the best idea for this. Which by the looks of things, it does kind of work. So keep this thing at 997 maybe? Almost a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. This I think has better stats than the Porsche, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting. Okay. Because I don't think the Porsche had like the what's it called? The there you go. This is pretty much what everything is like. And then, like I said, the aero is pretty much set to minimum here. Also, my gearing I need to change, because this was set obviously for a car that had a lot less power than this. I mean, I added an extra 700 horsepower to it, and now it's where we're at. So, yeah, it's I think it could be a little bit faster than a 911. So, I'm gonna mess around with things, especially stretching out my gears. I'm not expecting this thing to be anything crazy. But I am expecting this thing to definitely grip around corners much quicker. It's lighter, and I obviously adjusted the aero, so now it's like a full downforce time attack mode. Oh, it is a little squirrely, just like the 911. Just a little bit. It's the extra power just changes the balance of the way the car drives so much. Because you have to be so careful on your throttle. But still, just because I stretch my gears out, oh my god, the way it just shoots into turns, it's crazy. It is really, really good. Again, it's definitely what I expected it to be like. Insane amounts of grip. And then when I accelerate, I have to be ultra careful on the throttle, or else I can't spin it. The brakes are mental too. Okay, I want to do a run on like a rival track just to have a look around and see what it's like. I don't think, again, pretty much every single one of these cars that have been added into the game with the car pack, none of these are going to be OP. None of these are going to be meta cars, and they've done that for a reason. They've done that literally for the same reason that you guys are thinking, right? It's because they don't want the game to be pay to win, right? That's exactly why. Like, they wanted to release this car pack so everybody can enjoy a lot of these race cars and have fun with them and tune them, and they make them as fast as possible. But that fast as possible still is not going to be meta for any sort of track. It's just not going to happen. We already have a S1 car in this game, which is the Viper, if you want something that's similar to these. You know, lots of downforce and mental amounts of grip. And then if you start going up into S2, you'll start seeing stuff like the BTTB, which again is just unbeatable. And if you go to tracks like this, you'll end up seeing a lot of the power builds, right? Where basically a lot of the cars have been changed so they have a stupid amount of horsepower. And let's rewind. It started to slip a little bit. Well, I thought it did, and then I tried to correct it, and I did that. So basically, none of these are going to be meta for anything, but they're still going to be insanely fun to drive. And you don't have to have a car that's been added into the game that's a meta car that is going to break any sort of records or anything like that. Not all the time, because I feel like that'll be a little bit boring, you know? But it's fun every now and then for them to add it into the game, but it's good that it's not... They're not adding it into the game through a car pack, and they're doing it through the regular game itself, you know what I mean? So everybody can use it. That is the best way to do it, and that is the smartest way to do it. So yeah, there you go. That's what it's like against like a proper power build. That Moser is unbelievable, by the way, to drive. This thing still slips a little bit. It's so similar to the 911, so similar. There is just there's a limit to its grip where it just will end up falling short. Not only just due to the power as well, when I'm accelerating out of corners, but just the grip in general, front end and stuff like that. I think some of it can be reduced. I can kind of reduce it a little bit and have it so it doesn't understeer as much, but overall it will end up understeering a little bit, or it will end up oversteering a little bit, just due to the fact that it's got this much power and that much weight. It just is limited, basically, to what it's capable of. Okay, I'll try to do one clean lap because I've crashed so far every single lap that I've done. We'll try to see anyway. It does still want to slide. Ever so slightly, you'll see it, little twitch. You see it swirling around a tiny bit. Oh, right there, it's sliding. You can see the marks on the ground as well. Oh, I've gone too fast. I can't be bothered. It's good. It's just not that good. I'm trying to push it past its limits to try and catch up to the Jag or to the Moser. It's just not happening. There's no way in hell that I'm doing it. I need to select the Ghost that's like closer to me. Like the Dom is like 5 seconds faster than me in a Moser, which is obviously one of the best cars to use on that track. Anyway, regardless, Lexus, I love the sound of it. I'm immediately going to go back into my garage and revert all the changes that I've done to it because I want to keep this thing stock because of the way it sounds. In tomorrow's video, we're going to take a look at a different car, so make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel and you haven't been keeping up with the videos. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be a new car we're going to take a look at. Also, tomorrow is Thursday, which means the new season starts. And we are going to be getting some insane cars come out for us to use. So make sure you keep up with those videos. Anyway, just one last blip. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.